And so he would get all these different deals. He would wholesale them, and then he would then have some for rentals and have some for fixing and flipping. And that's where I came in, where I had all the experience of doing renovations. And then that's where we kind of met. As far as he does the marketing sales, I'll do the project management for the rentals, property management too as well, and for the fixing and flips.
How did you find your partner, and why did you think that was a good fit?
Yeah, so Sub 2, the community, they have community calls and accountability calls, right? And so at that point in time, I was kind of fed up and burnt out, and I was basically being vulnerable in where I was at and the services that I could provide. Like, I have MLS access, I have underwriting skills, I have all these different things. If anybody needs me or wants me to help them out with whatever deal they have, feel free to reach out. And so on the Zoom call, a guy named Robert Lee reached out to me, and we ended up basically, talking and then meeting up and then just kind of get a vibe check. And funny enough, this guy is a beast. He just started wholesaling when I joined Sub 2 because of COVID just basically hit.
Right.
And his whole business model, he came from the nonprofit meditation space. And so he had to pivot to something, and he pivoted into real estate of all things, wholesaling. He went all in on his business, and he just basically was a marketing machine and sales machine. And so he would get all these different deals. He would wholesale them, and then he would then have some for rentals and have some for fixing and flipping. And that's where I came in, where I had all the experience of doing renovations. And then that's where we kind of met. As far as he does the marketing sales, I'll do the project management for the rentals, property management too as well, and for the fixing and flips. From 2020 to 2022, we just went hard on marketing, flipping, wholesaling, and then rentals as well. It was such a beautiful partnerships, and we're still partners now. So that's the person that actually scaled my business. It scaled me out of my job, my second job, in July 21st, 2021. I was able to quit my job because I was making so much money on flipping and then rentals, where I was like, this doesn't make sense for me to have 8 hours here. I'd rather just put it in this business.
That's awesome, because you did it at scale. I mean, you guys did a lot of transactions. And let's talk about what kind of methods were you using to find deals, generally speaking?
So we mainly did direct mail, it's SMS, and then cold calling.
Okay.
Those are the three channels that we did. And then eventually down the road, we did PPC, pay-per-click, Google ads, Facebook ads, all that stuff. But for the main part, the traditional methods still work.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a matter of volume.
Right.
Spending a lot of money.
And especially in this market. As far as wholesaling versus flipping versus rentals, was that basically just based on the numbers of the deal? What made the most sense?
Yeah, most likely. If we had enough spread on, let's say, a 6-figure flip, it would obviously flip it, maximize it. And then if it was a rental, it was more do we buy it low enough, and is it already in good shape? Can we rent it out? Normally, I like to do a rule of 2 to 3 flips equal a rental.
Okay.
But in this particular point in time, we're just trying to stack cash because interest rates was low, and just it was just a frenzy.
Did you have an epiphany at some point? Because cash can be really attractive.
Yeah.
Did you have an epiphany at some point that hey, this rental game is pretty smart?
I had it in the very beginning in 2019.
Right.
And I wanted to buy rentals, acquire more rentals, because it's just nothing's really passive in real estate. It's just less work.
Right.
And so we started acquiring, ones and twosies here and there, and we started to accumulate a portfolio that was pretty nice. And then we just have that portfolio today. And the rest we just fixed and flipped and wholesale. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, it's just a regular operations per se. And as far as if you're wholesaling, you're probably going to want to fix and flip, and because you see the grass is green on that side, but it's really not. It's just more management involved. And then you have rentals as well. The grass is green on the other side. It's kind of not at the same time too as well. So you obviously know.
Right.
Yeah.